Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to film my amended version of my solo bedtime routine with a toddler and a baby. I filmed this when my baby was a newborn. I think that was the last time I did it, and obviously it's changed a bit since then. It has got easier, but it can still be just as much carnage as it was back then, depending on what mood the boys are in. So come along with us. I know so many of you are in the same situation and do a lot of solo bedtimes as well. And I know I love watching other people's versions of these on YouTube as well. So I hope you enjoy this video and we will get right on into our routine. So it all starts at about 4:30 when I go and pop dinner on to get ready for 5 o'clock. So they're having fish fingers, alphabet letters, probably with some peas and sweet corn tonight. It's just a standard freezer tea on the nights that I am soloing. So then I'm going to pop into the lounge and try to start tidying up the absolute carnage that is in here. I'm not going to do it properly till the boys are in bed, but I'm just going to start putting a few bits away that they're not playing with, just while dinner's cooking. Just the first bit of reality for you tonight, because I know you all love a bit of reality. Joel is having a little bit of a meltdown because he asked me for sweet corn and I gave him sweet corn. But yeah, here's their dinner all ready to go, and we are going to go and sit at the table, and I'm going to eat later, so it's just the boys eating, but I'm going to go and obviously sit with them while they are having their tea. Joel has now got over his meltdown and is happily eating his sweet corn, so that's great news. And Reuben is just wanting to feed himself tonight, so I'm just going to let him crack on with it. It's just gone 5 o'clock and they've finished most of their dinner, and I'm just going to give them one of these puree apple pouches each for their dessert. Joel still has these as well because they're basically just like a smoothie and he loves them. And then I'm going to quickly make Reuben's 6-ounce bottle for bedtime. And at about 5:15, we are going to grab everything we need for bedtime, so dummies, comforters, his bottle, everything like that, and we're going to head upstairs so I can run the bath. While the bath's running, I just put both the boys in Joel's bedroom because it's right next to the bathroom, and they can have a little play while I'm sorting all of their things out for bedtime. So usually they both get ready in their individual rooms when it's me and Steve here doing bedtime. But when I'm on my own with them, I lay everything out in the bathroom. So nappies, Joel is potty trained during the day now, but he still wears a nappy at night time. Pyjamas, vests, creams, everything like that. Other thing that I do is get the boys' rooms ready for bedtime. So just put the blackout blinds up. As you can see, there's this portable blackout blind behind the main blind. Just makes the room a bit darker in the summer months. Laid Reuben's book and his bottle out in his room. Joel will choose his own story, so I won't do that in his room just yet. But I've basically just tried to make it as calm as possible and ready for when we come out of the bath, and just basically try to make it as stress-free for myself as possible. We only spent about 5 or 10 minutes in the bath. Reuben's just having a little read of his bath books. He's a proper little bookworm. The second bit of reality for you, Reuben decided he'd very much had enough and was now ready to come out by this point. He was ready for his bottle, bless him. So I've just left Joel in the bath while I've got Reuben ready in the bathroom, put his nappy and his pyjamas on, and then I've just popped him in Joel's room, got Joel out of the bath, and now I'm going to get Joel ready in his bedroom just because there's a little bit more space. Then we usually just all go into Ruben's nursery. They're both going to brush their teeth. I usually do this in the bathroom, to be honest, but I chose my battles tonight and decided to just do it in here where Joel wanted to do it. I obviously help them with their teeth, but they both like to start off doing it by themselves. Then I've just put Ruben's sleeping bag on for the night, and then we are going to settle down in a feeding chair and do his bottle. So this is the bit that I love now that both the boys are a little bit older. I can have them both on my laps. Ruben's no longer that delicate as he was when he was a newborn, so I can have them both on my lap, and we just like to have a cuddle here together. While Ruben has his milk. Sometimes Joel likes to help feed him as well. And then we are all going to stay here and have a story together. Joel will normally choose it, and then we'll also have the one that I've picked out for Ruben as well. Joel loves to have stories with his little brother. It doesn't always go down that well in the fact that he tends to hype him up before bedtime, but I just try and keep it as calm as possible. And if Joel's being too hyper, I do have to send him out to go and play in his room for a few minutes while I settle Ruben. But he's normally okay, and I honestly love this time of day when we're all together and I can do this. Is kind of what I dreamt of when Ruben was a newborn, in those difficult days where I just never thought it would get easier, but I always imagined in the future that I'd be able to do their bedtime together, read them a story together, and now I can start doing that. It's really lovely. Ruben's 11 and a half months now, and he's going through like a really clingy phase, so I can't just put him straight down for bedtime. I have to give him a little rock first just to calm him down. He's just going through like a real separation anxiety stage, so I'm just going to try and calm him down and then try and pop him down in his cot, and hopefully he will be okay. And then I'm just going to pop his Dream Egg on for white noise. He can't sleep without it. I've tried without it before and he didn't like it at all and wouldn't settle. So we very much still use white noise for him. And he's looking a little bit calmer now. So I'm just going to leave him there with his dummy, his comforter, turn his light out, and then go into Joel's room and read Joel some stories. Joel likes to still have a little cup of cow's milk at bedtime, so I've just popped downstairs to get that, and then I'm heading into his room. So he's got his blackout blind up in here as well. It doesn't quite fit the window. I need to get a proper one, to be honest, so maybe that's a task for next summer. But yeah, we're just gonna get into his bed together, have some quality time, just me and him, because Ruben does take up quite a lot of the attention at the moment because he has to be held all the time. I always make sure he has water and milk and everything he could possibly need in here, because he's got a tendency to stall bedtime at the moment. So I just make sure that he doesn't need anything, and then he hasn't got really got any excuses left to try and make bedtime even later. Although he'll always find something, and I will be back and forward in here about 3 to 5 times, sometimes more, before he actually settles. But anyway, I've just got into his bed now. We're going to have cuddles and we are going to read some stories. And yeah, then we just kind of lay here and have a chat about his day, and it just gives me a bit of time, just me and him, which we don't get that much anymore. So I do love this time of day with him. It's definitely one of my favourites. We always have his projector on as well, his nightlight projector, and this plays music as well, which is quite calming for him. So it's about 7:30. I don't know whether Joel's going to get up again, but I've just headed downstairs to try and sort out the rest of the toys in my living room. So I'm just going to have a little tidy up in here. And then I am going to go in and pop my dinner in the air fryer, do some washing up and just finish cleaning the kitchen for the night. And then hopefully settle down to watch a couple of programs before I head up to bed. So I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. If you're new to this channel, thank you so much for watching. I would love it if you hit the subscribe button and join me over here. And I will catch you in the next video.